Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Peter. Peter is from London in the UK. So let's see what Peter has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Now?
Yes, I can now. How are you, Peter?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Good.
Good. How things today?
Well, darling, it's a pandemic, so you know. But otherwise, everything is fine. Everything is good. God is good.
That's good. Very good.
Yeah. We made it. We are here.
Good. Yeah. Absolutely. Peter, just before we start the game, just tell me, where are you from?
I am from London. I was born in London. My dad was a white English guy, and my mum is from Trinidad, Caribbean.
Amazing. And what do you do for a living?
So I am a sales manager for a hair care company, and I'm also a hypnotherapist as well.
Wow, tell me about it.
So the thing that inspires me the most is to really understand what drives people. That's what gives me joy in life, whether it's in sales, whether it's hypnotherapy or whatever. And the thing that gives me the most joy in hypnotherapy is really seeing the change in people and being a part of that change, like really lifting people up. So yeah, I like it. Hypnotherapy is like reprogramming the mind almost. You know, you might have an action or a certain behavior that you know is not benefiting you. Mm-hmm. You want to stop, you know it's wrong. However, you continue doing it all the time. And hypnotherapy just rewires that part of your mind. Before you get to do that action, you stop. So it's like rewiring an electrical circuit almost. The electricity is flowing one way, and you rewire it so it flows another way. And that's how it works.
That's amazing. Oh wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I feel like meeting you now to do that actually.
Well, you can if you like.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing. Peter, so welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, my pleasure. So I've got here this lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? So what are we going to do now? I'm just gonna play a music just for us to get in the mood before the first question. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope you like. Right, Peter, ready for the first question?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Tell me.
Who do you talk the most?
Who do I talk to the most?
Yes.
My best friend who I've known for probably about 15 years now, that we just met by accident in the gym one day. Then for a period of time we were living together in a flat share. We don't live together now, but he's my go-to person, and we talk on the phone. I mean, like I can pass an hour and a half talk. I'm a Gemini, so we talk a lot anyway. But the time can pass like that. That to me is a good friend, when you can just talk about everything that's happened in your life. There's no editing, you just let everything out. So yeah.
Absolutely. I know what you mean. My best friend, he lives in Canada, in Montreal, and exactly the same. We can talk for hours and hours. The time just flies and we don't realize.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Great. Let's go for the second question. Let's do, Peter. Right, Peter, before the next question, tell me, for you, what's the best part and the worst part of living in London?
The best part of living in London, I want to say the vibrant nightlife, but of course at this point there's a pause, like somebody press pause on that. But that for me is something I really enjoy. I noticed, I've traveled a bit, especially around Europe. If you go to other European cities, you tend to see people at night inside bars or inside clubs or whatever. I was in Berlin with my friend a couple of years ago, and you don't see people out on the street. What I love about London is you see people drinking here on corners, standing, chatting. It's a very vibrant, cosmopolitan way of life. That's the thing I enjoy the most. The thing I dislike the most is the coldness sometimes. You know, you can be on a packed tube train and everybody is like ignoring each other. It's very, two polar opposites sometimes. A lot of communication and then at other moments, none at all.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Right, let's go for another question. The question is, are you a cat or a dog person? And if you could be an animal, which one would be and why?
I think I'm a dog person because dogs are more friendly. Like dogs imprint. If you have a dog will imprint on you. However, if I had to be an animal, I would be a panther, like a black panther. Because it appeals to my Gemini side. Panthers, we like to be a bit mysterious. We like to disappear and then come back. You know, a little bit of dark and light, shadow as well. So yeah, I would choose a black panther for sure.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go for the third question. Let's do it. Right, Peter from London, let's get another question for you. The question is, what is the biggest difference between you and your best friends?
I'm more level-headed. I'm more level-headed than he is. He's very scatterbrained, all over the place. I think I'm more pragmatic as well.
Right.
I'm more pragmatic. Right now for him, you know, in this pandemic, everything is a disaster. Nothing is good. Everything is terrible. Blah, blah. I said, listen, we're going to get through it. We must get through it somehow. Who knows when, but we're going to make it out the other side. You just have to calm down and live your life. He's like, no, oh my God, everything's terrible. I've got anxiety. I said, we have anxiety. Everybody has anxiety. Me too.
Yeah.
But somehow we're going to get through. So pragmatism.
Absolutely. Yeah. Totally agree with you. Totally agree. Let's go for another question. Let's do it. Right, Peter. Next question is, who is your biggest idol, and what did you learn with this person?
My biggest idol, my mum, probably. I'll take my mum as my idol. Yeah, she's very wise. I got a lot of wisdom from her. Our views disagree. Our views are different on various subjects, but she's such a wise person. I refer to my mum over all things, basically.
Amazing.
No, I think she thinks that I don't listen to what she says, but that is not true. I listen to everything she says, actually. Your mums know. Even if they tell you things that you don't want to hear, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you're old, you're this, you know. As you get older, as time passes in your life, then you begin to realize, you know what, she told me that, or she said that, and it's true. So my mum is number one for me.
Absolutely. Do you have brother and sister as well?
No, it's only me and my mum in my family. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know. That's a different topic. Huh? There's only the two of us now. So yeah.
Great. Right, Peter. You enjoyed the show so far?
Oh God, I love the show. I'm so excited that you invited me.
Great. Let's get another question. Let's do it. For the next question, tell me something positive that happened to you during this lockdown, this challenge time are you going through right now?
It's allowed me to do a lot of sort of courses online to redirect my career a little bit. I'm trying not to beat myself up about not doing as much as I thought I was going to do. But for me, honestly, this is like a great window of opportunity to be able to do things. Like nobody's going to give you paid time off. in your life. Okay, you'll have holidays and stuff, but this is a really, like, for me, it's a window to be able to expand my knowledge base. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. Yeah.
Very good. Next question is, what is your favorite place in the entire world and why?
My favorite place is somewhere I've not been yet. I want to go to Yellowstone National Park. I didn't used to think I was an outdoorsy type of person, but in the past few years, I would say that is my happy place, to be out in nature, to be amongst trees and plants and things. I love gardening. Like, gardening is my number one hobby in life. I could spend all day gardening, truly. So I want to go somewhere and be outdoors in nature.
Absolutely, that's good. I love as well. I love being in touch with the nature. You know the National Trust, National Trust parks. They have so beautiful places around.
For me, it's the best stress. If I feel anxious or I feel stressed, I go for a walk. It's the best. It just removes all that negativity, flows away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, Peter. Let's get another question for you. Let's do it. Right, Peter. Next question is,
tell me.
Very good question. If you could make up a school subject, what that would be and why?
Meditation.
Why?
Meditation. Because for the very simple reason that we live in a very fast-paced world this time. And I feel like a lot of people have their energy just fractured in so many different directions. So if you can just ground yourself and bring yourself back to zero and back to being very present in the moment, it's a very great skill to have. So I would introduce a meditation class.
That's so true.
I'm very into Zen. I'm very into, like, just enjoying the moment, because you don't know what is coming next. As they say, the past doesn't exist. The past is only in our minds. Huh?
Very good. I think
so. Meditation for me.
This question came up to someone on one of the interviews I had, and this person said as well about meditation. The other person told as well about yoga. Imagine those children learning like meditation, yoga, like very early age. Imagine when they grow up, how much peacefully they will be and how much different they approach life in the future, because anxiety, all those things.
100%. Yeah. I really believe in that.
Maybe one day, imagine those children like learning how to meditate, like early age, how beautiful it would be.
I know. It would be, the world would be different, truly.
Totally.
Yeah.
Peter, another question for you. Let's Okay. Peter, next question is, what is the most memorable lesson you learned from your mom?
To not waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time, because time isn't, you can, listen, honestly, a day can pass, a week can pass, a month can pass. I feel like it was my birthday yesterday and it was like nearly a year ago. Don't waste time. If you have goals, think about them for a while, but then go for them. Put those goals into action. That's something I must say, that's something that I struggle with. I'm very much a thinker more than a doer.
Me too.
I'm a thinker more than a doer. If my friends would be here now, they would say that that's my one, well, probably I've got more than one flaw, but that's one of my biggest flaws.
Yeah.
I'm always talking about I can do this. It's not that I struggle for ideas. I think I have too many ideas. My mind is full of, I could do this, be this, do that, have a YouTube channel, do Instagram, So at some point you have to focus yourself and decide, okay, I'm going to go after this. So that's what I would do.
Absolutely, I totally know what I mean. And sometimes I find myself like analyzing too much, overthinking about something too much.
Yeah.
And as you said, sometimes you just need to give the first step. Just start it out somehow, and it's going to improve somehow.
Yeah, and the path will develop on its own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good. Another question.
Okay.
My God, Peter, you're so easy answering question. I love it. My God, you like.
Well, I love to talk. That's my I can talk.
Right. What's the biggest punishment have you ever received?
Well, I got sacked from a job once.
Oops.
Because but it was years ago. I was very young, and I was not focused on it. And you know what? It's funny, like looking back now. Obviously, at the time, I was like extremely pissed about that. But I deserved that. I was not doing a good job at all. Like they had to get rid of me. If I had that company, I would do the same. So yeah, it was like it was like somebody slapped me in the face. You know, wake up. And I did.
Good.
I did wake up after that.
Absolutely. Yeah. What was the reason? You just been playing around? You just got to work today?
Generally not being productive. I just left school at the time. That was my first job. I was so at the time, like I was saying, at the time I was annoyed about it. But now looking back at it, it was the right decision. They had to do that. They had to teach me a lesson to be a better person. Absolutely. You know, I wasn't doing a good job at all. So
good. Okay, Peter, I have 3 questions left for you. Okay? Let's do it.
Yes.
Right, Peter. Next question is, right, very good one. Send away a message to someone, but you don't need to tell who this message is for. So you can send a message to anyone, just this person in the future who's gonna be watching, you're gonna know that this message is for this person.
My message is going to be stand in your own power.
Okay.
That means you should know how valuable you are.
Very good, very good. I'm sure in the future the person is gonna appreciate that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right.
Hopefully they'll know that the person who is. Yeah.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. Right. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Right, Peter. Another question for you. If you could be any age, which age would you choose and why?
I would be, I think, probably. I mean, part of me just wants to say I'm happy right where I am, you know. But if I had to choose another age, I would say 28, because that was such a happy time for me. I was going out, I met a lot of people, I moved into a new place. Then I was really enjoying myself at that time. I didn't feel like my life up until then was maybe that enjoyable, but that was when my life really took off. However, I'm happy right where I am. You know, I think that all the experiences in my life have created the person I am now. So this is where I need to be. This is where I am.
Totally. Which part of London do you live, by the way?
I live in South London now. I'm a South Londoner. I lived briefly in East London, but I'm a South Londoner at heart. Yeah.
Me too, actually. I live in Stratton Hill.
Oh, so you're down the road. I'm in Norwood.
Oh, okay. And I was living.
So you're my neighbour.
Yeah. Yeah, your neighbour. Hello, you just crossed the road.
Yeah, when I bought my first property, I moved into London because that's what I could afford. But it didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like I should be there. So I'm back down south now.
Very good.
Yeah.
Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Right. Let's do it. Right, Peter, let's go for the last question. What has been the lowest point of your life?
The lowest point? Probably a failed relationship at some point. In perspective, it wasn't the lowest point in my life, but at the time it felt terrible because I felt like I hadn't managed to make that work. But looking back on it now, it wasn't only my responsibility to make it work. I felt like it was all my fault, and that wasn't the case. So I guess that was the lowest point. It didn't need to be, though. I made it into the lowest point, if that makes sense, you know?
Totally, I totally know what you mean. Absolutely, absolutely. Peter, it's not the end of the game yet, okay? So what am I going to do now? I'm going to give away some words, okay? And you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
I love this part, yeah.
Right, so let's start with life.
Happiness.
Love.
Connection.
Money.
Ability.
Family.
Grounded.
Sex.
Connection.
Politics.
Complicated.
Okay. Fear.
I'm going to say fear is part of life.
Okay. Friendship.
Essential.
How about desire?
Danger.
Yes, you're right. Very dangerous. Regret.
Danger. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, none. Nothing. None.
Good. Wish.
To make my mark.
Right. How about London?
Home.
Right. And
London is home.
Yeah. And the last one now, hypnotism.
Hypnotism, positive change.
Good, very good.
Positive change.
Very good. Okay, Peter, let's play now Peter and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question, okay? Right? But before that, let's pretend now, let's pretend that I'm going to meet your lovely mom for a cup of tea, and I'm going to ask your mom, tell me the most beautiful thing about Peter, but tell me something as well that he needs to improve on. What do you think you tell me?
Oh my God. She's going to say, I think that she thinks I'm very intelligent. That's the thing that she tells, well, that's what she tells all her friends anyway, how intelligent I am. She also tells her friends that I spend all my money, which is not true. But that's what she would say. She would tell you, oh, he spends all his money, he never has anything in the bank.
That's what the parents are for, to keep an eye on us about money.
Yeah. Yes. 100% you could tell them about money. Yeah.
It just made me remember now when I left Brazil when I was 19 years old, and I was living in Portugal before moving to the UK, and I remember calling my dad when I was in Portugal, and I remember because I was so fascinated about the country, about everything, and I remember once I went to Madonna's concert, the first time I went to Madonna's concert in 2004, and I was so excited telling him about, oh my God, I'm going to Madonna's concert, and he was like, how much did you pay for the tickets? And he was kind of, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited about going to that. I don't want to think about
I knew it. I knew that. Like, always the first question, how much did you spend? Yes. How much did you spend on that?
It's so funny. You made me remember that they're always like you know, like oh my, like controlling, you know. It's funny.
Yeah. They want us to be safe. They want to take care. I guess when, you know, I haven't got any children, but I guess if you have children, you want to take care of them all their lives, not just at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Peter, let's play now. Peter in the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question, okay? Peter, you can ask me a question now.
William, now, we would all like to know, William, tell us, if you had to make a new paper currency, who would you put on that currency and why?
My God, I've done already over 200 people worldwide and no one asked me this question. I love it. Very creative. I love it. Very good question. Oh my God, you put me in the spot now, Peter. Right.
I'll tell you something. Before you answer, I'm going to tell you something. The one thing that people don't know about me is I love beauty pageants, like Miss Universe, all those kind of things. And that's a very Miss Universe question.
I see.
Like,
Oh
especially these days, where you have to be able to really speak. So they ask you like questions that you would never even imagine. So imagine you're going to be Miss Universe, right? This is the question for you.
Right, it's very. Have you seen the movie Miss Congeniality? You know, with Sandra Bullock. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, oh my God, you put me in the spot now, Peter. But I think I'm gonna go on a very, let's say, I'm gonna tell about someone who I admire a lot. It could be a bit cliche, but as I'm living here in the UK and London is home for me now, I've been here living for 14 years, and I believe if I could choose someone I like to be, I would say Prince William.
Oh, really?
And I'll tell you why. I think, I don't know. As I said, of course, I never met him before. But since early age, since I've been, I think the whole world, like he's being spotted all the time. People seeing him growing up, and I believe he got like a very genuine approach, personality. You know, he's very passionate. I think he's when you see him talking or interviews or whatever, when you see him, you just feel this very comforting personality come out from him. So I think I'll choose him just because I just admire him for for the person who he is and how he's raising his family and how I'm sure how much he's gonna do for this country. And I think I'll choose him. That's for sure. I'll choose Prince William.
Okay.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll remember now this question forever. Now,
and Miss Universe 2021 is Brazil.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you for having me. It was really a pleasure. Thank you so much.
It was amazing. It's like your personality, my God, it's just like contagious, your smile as well. It's just like, my God, as soon as I started out the call.
Oh, thank you. And I wish you so much happiness and so much joy with the channel. I really hope the channel is going to be amazing for you. It's going to really grow in 2021 and in the future as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Just before you go, if you don't mind to share a positive quote or a positive message, something that inspires you in life.
Yes, so I'm going to choose a Zen quote. I'm very into Zen. And the quote is, anyone who is able to blush cannot have a bad heart.
I love that. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Of course, I just learned something new from you. That's beautiful. Peter, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
All right, I will. Thanks so much.
All the best, okay? Have a good day.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.